What's on, and welcome back to another coastal excursion video. Today we are starting at Bossiney, which is near Tintagel. Tintagel is just over there, and we are walking in the direction of Boscastle. I'm not too sure how far I'm actually going to go today because it's cold, it's forecasted to rain, but we'll see. And once again I will pop up on screen parking in the area. Most of it's free. There is like a seasonal car park that you can pay for, which is quite cheap, but you'll most likely have to use that if you come down here in season. But yeah, once you leave that Bossiney tea room car park, you're straight out onto this lovely bit of coastline. In a few moments we'll be coming up onto Rocky Valley, which, as you can probably tell by the name, is a valley that is very rocky, and that is just down yonder. We have made it down to the coast path. It is pretty glorious around here, I tell you that. This walk is definitely up there with some of my favourites that I've experienced on the Cornish coastline. On a low tide, there is an amazing beach down there. That beach just down there is Bossiney Cove. Yeah, it can be quite a challenge for some to get down to the beach, but I think if you're able-bodied enough to get down there, it's definitely worth it. Just be cautious because it gets quite slippy, especially once it's rained as well. Right, fun fact about this walk: when I officially started walking the Cornish coast path, weirdly enough, this is where I started, down at Bossiney, and I walked all the way over to Crackington Haven, which was glorious. It's quite funny, that all actually started as a bit of a joke between me and my mum, because I didn't know the actual distance to there, and it ended up being just over 20k. That was like my first long distance coastal walk. Yeah, a little joke between me and my mum. Said, oh yeah, I bet you I'll make it to Crackington Haven, and I didn't believe I would. Not sure she did either, but yeah, I made it there. Weirdly enough, it's neither at the start of either side of the Cornish coast path, but I didn't think I was actually going to walk the whole thing. I think it was only like a few long walks in that I actually realised that, you know what, I'm going for the Cornish coast path. And then once that was done, I was like, you know what, I'm going for the southwest coast path. Seeming as I'm lucky enough to live in an area like this, be a shame not to make the most of it, you know. So we are coming into Rocky Valley right now, which is just behind me. Just down there, it's beautiful in there. There is another parking place. It's like a long lay-by that you can park in, and that brings you out at the bottom down there. You go through a woodland and then you end up down in that valley. If anyone ends up coming down here from this video and they do walk through that Rocky Valley part, I will say the woodland, once it's rained, can get incredibly wet, slippy, so wear appropriate footwear. You know what, we're going to go down these stairs quickly too. I want to show you a little bit more of this. If it's wet at all on this section, I'd stay clear from going too far down. Yeah, these rocks can get pretty slippy when it's wet, and they just go straight into the drink as well. Yeah, this one's a bit of, if you slip you might actually go in, so if you do come down here and it's wet, be careful. Oh, there's a rainbow in the distance. Right, we are back up here on the pathway. We're gonna go over this little bridge and then all the way up there and then around the top. If you were to park down in the valley in that lay-by I was on about, it brings you down here. Yeah, I guess that's a little quicker if you want to get down here quick, but on the flip side, it's a lot more muddy. Alright, let's go up there. The uphill climb. Once again, I am doing this shortly after a leg session in the gym. I don't know why I keep doing it to myself. Well, I do. It's beautiful. I can't not come out here. And we're going to head around this way. I'm starting to feel a bit of rain, praying that it's just a very quick and light spell. And I'm also praying that these clouds I can see in the distance aren't coming my way. Pretty dark one, that. I feel like I'm about to jinx myself right now. It's not as slippy and wet. Well, it's slippy and wet. It's not as like squelchy as I thought it would be. Say that, look at this. Very lovely, that. This will be where I stack it straight onto my ass. I don't know what it is with me, and I'm hoping I'm not alone with this. For some reason, whenever there's mud around and it's on my shoes, when I'm walking I can't help but like kick my ankles. I don't know why, but it happens more often than not, and for some reason it only seems to happen when I've actually got mud on my shoes. It's like there's some mud magnets in my ankles. I'm not having to sidestep so much right now. Dude, honestly, trying to find your footing out here sometimes is just impossible. So, for those who enjoy camping, whether it's like caravan camping, whether it's caravan camping or tent camping, I'll just quickly go up here and show you. Quite a big site. I assume they must be closed right now because there is not a single person in there. Oh, look at that. Yeah, hopefully if I get time and I don't get rained out, I'm going to go up to that end bit over there, because the views from that bit, I mean the views everywhere are unbelievable, but it's crazy there. The height that those cliffs have is unreal. It's unreal. And if I do get a chance, hopefully I can get someone spotted up in the distance on top, just to give a proper bit of perspective. We shall see. Oh no, yeah, that's the view. Yeah, that's something special. Yeah, today's going to be like a point to point rather than a circular. Yeah, we'll be going back the way we've came, so I'll be able to show a few more views from a few more angles. Coming up now to that Long Island I was on about earlier. God, it's cold. It's cold today. I feel like my jaw's like moving in slow motion when I'm talking. Alrighty, so that's Cornwall's Long Island right there. Eat your heart out, New York. It's just like, okay, we've got into the bogginess here. I definitely did speak too soon earlier. We are coming up on one of my favourite views I've ever witnessed. We'll follow this path around up top and I will show you what it's all about. And of course, just down here, as you got Long Island over there, this one here is Short Island. Very thoughtful naming. Alright, seeming that it's already this windy, when I get over there, it's going to be crazy. Ooh. There's a nice new bench up here as well. One thing I quite love about, I mean, the whole coastline I've experienced so far, there's memorial benches just like that, like everywhere. I think it's such a nice way to recognise a loved one, you know? What's a better place than where they may have found their peace? All right, we've made it to one of my favourite spots. Yeah, let's go down there. Woo. Oh yeah. This is incredible here. Let's bring you down. Alright, I'm not going to go further today. Too windy for that, too windy for that. Yeah, this is incredible. It's so nice. Back up here and onwards. Yeah, that right there, it's up there with the top favourites for me. Yeah, I don't know if you can make it out, but there is a cloud right there that I do not like the look of. It's like the only one around it that is currently raining, and it looks like it's going down that way, which is where I kind of want to go. I can see behind the rain, so I think even if I do get slapped up for a minute, hopefully I'll be alright. So earlier on I said, funnily enough, this was my first long distance, like official Cornwall coast hike. So from where I started all the way around what we've just done, almost looks like two pyramids at the end. Literally right around the corner from there, Crackington Haven, and there is a lovely beach just before it. At some point I'm definitely going to take you guys down there, show you what's what with that. We're going to pop through here, just down there. This is the bit where I thought it may be a bit accessible, but looking at it now, definitely not. Okay. It's weird, a while ago I always used to assume that like every gate had the same lock out on the coast. I thought it was just the same type of stuff everywhere, but now it changes as you go around. There's quite a lot of different styles of gate locks on the coast. Some people will probably think that's the most boring thing in the world, but there's part of me that finds that quite interesting. Oh, look at that. Just looks grim. Grim, grim, grim. I'm going to go this way. I think the other way is going to be way too muddy on that corner. What I wanted to happen with that cloud is kind of happening. The rain has spread out quite a lot. Oh yeah, if you're ever lost on the coast path, that's your calling. The old acorn. On other posts there might be little like flowers. I think they're like National Trust outstanding beauty places, which sometimes are the coast path, sometimes are like a different path that may not link up. I got myself mixed up with a few of those. Oh, look at that. Right, we're going down these steps. Going to pop through this field, up the other side of that valley, and then we're going to go down and up again. It's where it gets a bit tight and snug down here. Right. Ugh. Okay, not actually too bad. Can't stay there too long, that's where the flies come out. Right, and now we gotta go up this hill. Cool, that is running strong today. Oh, wow. Every corner is just amazing. Alright, we are nearing the turnaround point right now, which is just over there. That lookout on top of the cliff. I'm going to zoom in right there. There's two horses on the top of that cliff, which we will see in a moment, but that'll help put it in a bit of perspective of how big this is. There's something about this view, man. It is glorious. Right, I'll see you at the bottom of the stairs. Alright, here's the stairs. just when you think you're done as well. Yeah, I've just realised I've got like an hour and 20 until sunset, so I'm gonna have to make a move on really. And I've just managed to miss a ton of shit. There's literally one in the gateway that I want to go through as well, but you'll have to move. Alright mate, you'll have to move mate, or you just have to be alright with me going in there. What are you saying? Go on. Go on. And then we got these right next to them. Ugh. And that's why it's so important to keep locking the gates behind you. Horses are alright on the cliffs. I've seen them in like very odd places around here, those two horses. So just down here is Boscastle, lovely town. Coast path going up that way is steep. And here at the top we've got the lookout. Pretty cool. Don't know if there's anyone in there right now. Usually the door's open if there is. And that's closed. On a clear day you can get a lovely view of Lundy Island. Right. This is as close as I'm getting right now. Just noticed there is actually people manning the lookout today, which is nice. Quite a few nice lookouts around the coast. One of my favourite ones that I've seen is down at Cape Cornwall. Like it's on the headland, but it's on the other side of the headland. Yeah, that one's just pretty cool. As well, Cape Cornwall, there's a, I think it's like a memorial. Yeah, it's given by Heinz, the company that makes beans. We're gonna get going. I'm gonna pace it back because I've got about an hour until sunset. Can we get a little shot together? Go on. Let's make a move. Make a move. Give me my own Netflix show. I'll be the best comedian in the world. Thank you very much. Rapid when I'm going downhill, you know what I mean? Rapid. Uphill though. Good. No. There he is. Oh yeah, you can see he stood up now. Right. I'm gonna zoom in. Hopefully you can see that guy there. So then when I zoom back out, you can kind of make out the size of that. Alright, we've made some moves. We've gotten back to where hole in the cliff is. Right there. But I've just noticed that massive rain cloud and it's coming this way. I need to keep going nice and fast. Over there. Need to look where I'm going. I've got half an hour until the sun sets. I don't want to jinx it, but I think I've evaded that big rain cloud. It's raining, it's raining. Right, we are currently coming back down into Rocky Valley. We got 14 minutes until sunset. Came down this bit a while ago, probably like a year ago, maybe a bit more in the rain. I said to myself, I'm gonna slip. The moment I finished saying the word slip, my foot left from underneath me, disappeared. I need to keep moving, I'm getting cold. This valley is insane. You can see why they call it Rocky Valley, no? Pretty rocky. Pretty rocky. More stairs. Ugh. Always worth it though. See if I can get a nice view down here. I'll tell you, there is something about the coast that is just good for the soul. Look at this, man. It's gonna start getting pretty dark soon, so I am gonna call it here, I think. Another day we'll go up there, but I just haven't got enough sunlight to do that today. All I ask is that if you do come down here to check everything out and explore, either on your ones or with people, whatever it be, just be respectful of all the nature, all the people around you, and don't leave your litter, don't forcibly start any rock falls or anything like that, whatever. Just be respectful of it all so everybody can still enjoy it. You know where the parking is. Cheers for joining. And quite nice from Bossiney to the lookout just before Boscastle. You can go from Tintagel to Boscastle if you want to, and that'll probably add on another hour or so, depending on how fast you can walk. I will catch you again in another one. Cool, yeah, what do they say? Comment. What could be a comment about? All right, I got one. If anyone's made it to this point of the video, you're legit, cheers for that. But if you made it this far, put down in the comments a place you want me to go back to in Cornwall, a nice coastal spot that I can take you guys around on here. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment a place you want me to go to if you've got an ear. And I will see you again.